Yo! Everyone was saying that this highguard game was gonna absolutely suck whenever it came out. I'll give you the lore, the background on why everyone was saying that after this intro, I guess. But yeah, I played it. I have like 11 hours in it already, I think, and I've been playing it for like 2 days. So yeah, I'm well enough of what is it? I don't know the word. Whatever. I'm good enough to know whether it's good or bad, and all of the mechanics and everything for it. So yeah, in this video, it's gonna be just a regular review. You're gonna get the good, the bad, and then at the end, I'm just gonna give some final thoughts and some things that they need to change and things that they really don't need to change that people have been saying they need to change. So yeah, the here's the real world lore behind why everyone says highguard is the next Concord and all of that type of stuff about it, because everyone was thinking it was going to suck and everything. Jeff Keighley, the dude who does the Game Awards, was, well, he played it or a demo or something of it, and then he was like, "Oh my god, this is so good! Wow, I'm gonna let you guys have the final slot in the Game Awards for your trailer for free." So they took him up on the offer, obviously. They were gonna shadow drop this, as in no trailer or anything, but they just decided not to since they got that offer, and that was a horrible decision because my god, it was the final slot in the Game Awards, and everyone was hype. Everyone wanted to see something new and cool, and then they get this, just another FPS hero shooter with an art style and animation style and everything that everyone is sick of, and it didn't look interesting within the trailer or anything. It looked like a normal hero shooter, just like Apex Legends 2.0 with a medieval aesthetic taped onto it, which is not what it ended up being, but that is definitely what it looked like. Jeff Keighley said that this was going to be like the biggest game of this year. He was just glazing it out the wazoo for some reason. Apparently, he absolutely loved it for the very first time he played it, and that's why he gave them the free slot. And I don't really understand that, but I see that he loves it, and I'm happy for him. Yeah, but he screwed the game over. I'm genuinely thinking he might have actually hated the game and hated the company that made it. Oh yeah, more background on this, I guess. It was Respawn people, ex Respawn people who made Titanfall 1 and 2 and Apex Legends, some of the biggest games ever. A whole bunch of people wanted a Titanfall 3, like, kind of spiritual predecessor, which would have been awesome, but instead we got this hero shooter. And the production company themselves came out and, like, during interviews and stuff, and they were like, yeah, this is a dying breed of game that nobody really wants any more of, but we wanted to make one, so, so they knew it wasn't going to do very well. And Jeff Keighley did that, which kind of screwed them over even more because it got so many more eyes on it. If they would not have done that, if Jeff Keighley wouldn't have done that, they would have been fine. But he just screwed them over with that. Because if he hadn't put it up on the final slot for the Game Awards, there wouldn't have been as many eyes, but there definitely wouldn't have been as many negative reviews. Because there are some people who I know for a fact booted it up for 1 second and then automatically put down bad reviews. There are also very valid reasons to give this game a low review score, but I know for a fact a whole bunch of them were just doing it to hate on the game because, I mean, come on. You don't take up a slot in the game, especially the final slot in the Game Awards, unless you're something special. Especially if Jeff Keighley is going to come out and start just giving you fellatio as soon as he starts talking about your game. Come on, you don't do that. But yeah, with the real world uh, drama and lore out of the way, setting the stage for why everyone has been hating on this game, let's talk about real reasons that you should like the game and not like the game. We're gonna start with the good because I think I have more to talk about there, but maybe equal amounts of bad too. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, on the good, yeah, the characters' abilities are absolutely peak. I think some of them are really cool, some of them are kind of mid, but honestly, they're all really cool, unique, and really just awesome for this style of game. The maps are extremely big, very easy to look through with their style of traversal, which is another uh, good of the game. Jumping on the steeds and just riding around feels really good, really fluid, I guess. It's really fun. You can get around places really fast. You can jump around, do whatever you want on the steed. The traversal is cool. The armor works a little bit weird, and this is going to be something that some people like, some people hate. Unlike other games where you get it and you just keep it, or whenever you die you lose it and you have to get other armor. Yeah, you die, but you can stack them, like have a whole bunch of them in your inventory, and when you die one of them breaks and you just keep the new one. I haven't played an Apex Legends in so long, but I think Apex Legends is the type of game where you just get the armor, and then if you die you have to re-get armor, which makes more sense. But I kind of like this version more just for this game. I really dig it. I dig it. A lot of people have been saying that they hate it, but I genuinely like how the armor system works in this game. um uh the battle pass seems really cool. I know is it sucks to have to talk about pay stuff that you have to pay for later already in a game like this, but how the battle pass works is a huge thing for a lot of these games. Like Apex Legends, I did not enjoy I never bought the battle pass because it just, I didn't like how it worked, to be completely honest. But this is just 4 pages, 44 rewards, and the first one was free. I don't know if it's going to be free forever, so if you do want to get into the game, I don't know, hurry up so you can get the first battle pass just in case you actually like it. But yeah, the game's completely free. This first battle pass is free for now, at least, and the battle pass actually works pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of Marvel Rivals in the way that you have to buy some of them with the free whatever, the free currency that you give just for playing games and doing well in games and stuff, and then you just get them, and then the next page unlocks at a certain point after you spend enough currency. I like how it works, and they call it war chests, which fits the medieval times type of aesthetic. It's cool. The mining is another thing that I'm gonna say I like, and a lot of people don't like, and that's because I just think the rhythm based mining is cool, and I think the mining kind of has to be there because otherwise you would be only using your axe for breaking walls, and I feel like that would be kind of taking away from the axe's actual purpose and giving it more emphasis in the actual gameplay. I like the mining. You don't have to do mining. You can very easily get currency and stuff without doing it, but I think the mining process is cool. I just genuinely dig it. And then the setting up the base. This is a what is it called? Like trench, not trench warfare. It's like a siege game. There we go. It's a siege game. So you have to set up your base. You can rebuild walls after they're broken. You can reinforce walls. I love this gameplay. This is the first like hero shooter, like FPS game I've played like this. I'm sure there are others, but this is the first one I've played, and I really love that style of play, especially for a first person shooter. If you guys can think of any other game that's a first person like siege shooter game like this, please tell me. I need more. This is actually just the coolest setup, like gameplay wise, that I've seen in a game like this. It's genuinely awesome. I love the siege gameplay of any game. But yeah, that's everything I've got for the good. That was most of the gameplay, but the bad is kind of touching on everything said there, except in minor details. So yeah, let's just get into the bad. Okay, there's way too much empty space on the map. In my final thoughts, I'm gonna give them very easy ways to change this and fix it before people genuinely start to hate the game. But yeah, there's these maps are just way too big. They're too much empty space. To be completely honest, I think the areas where you can find secret rooms and break the walls and everything is cool. There's a whole bunch of chests in them and everything, but they're also just surrounded by empty space before you get to them, and it's just kind of boring. to be completely honest. There's not enough people, which is another bad thing. 3v3 just does not fit with this map system and everything. It's not that good for it. Also, it came out laggy and unoptimized on PC. Now on console, I've had some lagging issues that I know for a fact is the game, but it kind of fixed itself, I'm pretty sure, because I played all day and nothing happened. The first day I played it was the second day of its arrival, and it lagged a whole bunch, and then today it's completely fine. Apparently there was an update, so they might have updated it on console to where it's just fixed somehow. I don't know, but on PC apparently it is bad, like bad. Which, you know what? I hate to say it, but most games that come out, I was about to say that aren't AAA, but even AAA games are just laggy messes on PC. PC gaming just cannot get a break whenever it comes to unoptimized games and stuff like that. Okay, now this next one is actually going to kind of hit on the points of too much empty space, and 3v3 isn't good for this, and it's just there isn't enough fighting until you get to the actual objective. Today was actually the first time I fought someone else before the objective came out. I was just running around finding loot and everything, and I ended up getting way close to their base, and yeah, I ended up getting a firefight with like 3 of them, but none of my other dudes were there, so I killed 2 of them and then got, which, you know what, I liked that. Even getting killed in this game is fun because there's actual combat. I would much rather have actual combat than just, I don't know. I like mining and like the looting and everything before you actually invade, but I just wish there was a little bit more combat, a little bit more action before you get to that point, but I don't know. All 3 of those things can be fixed by very easily what I'm going to say in the final thoughts section of this. But next up is this goes into the map space yet again. I didn't even know. I saw the symbol for their base, but I didn't know there was another base like before we actually invade until I ran all the way across the map and found it, like the giant dome and everything, which made me feel extremely stupid because I thought their base spawned in like after we got the like shield breaker, but it doesn't. It's always there. The map is just way too big to see it from where we are, and way too big to actually go to it unless you're trying to get to it. It's way too big. Like the map is way too big, and I didn't even know they spawned in before then until like a couple games in, because I saw one of them, but we didn't get in a fight. So I mean, yeah, it's just the map being way too big yet again. And then now these are my final thoughts. This is basically going to be where I actually rate the game, and I actually want this game to succeed, so I'm going to give I'm a very small channel, so they probably won't even see this, but I want this to succeed because I really like the game. I'm genuinely having fun with it. So let me just give them and you guys, I guess, some thoughts on how they could fix this. This is a really fun style of combat that just needs a few touches to make it genuinely great. Yeah, so the lagging, it needs to be fixed before they do literally anything. The optimization on PC needs to be fixed. Like I said, console seems fine now. It seems like whatever update they did 3 hours before I started playing fixed it. I don't know. But hopefully I don't have any more problems with it, but yeah, apparently on PC it still sucks, so they need to fix that. After that, they need to either change the gameplay to 5v5 or 6v6, which I think it should have been one of those before. They should have known that the map was way too big, unless the point of the game isn't to get in gunfights. You know, maybe they want you to have a little bit of a calm, relaxation, reflection on your life type of stuff before you go and siege the other castle. But hopefully that's not what they wanted, because that's not cool at all. That is boring. So hopefully they figure out that they need 5v5 or 6v6. Hopefully we get more game modes. I am definitely expecting more game modes. Every game like this has different game modes and eventually, but I'm thinking 5v6, 5v5 or 6v6 is a need. I think they should change their base gameplay, like game whatever, to that, or just make it a game mode. Yeah, or if they want to, just make the map smaller. Those are the only two ways you can fix the most of the problems that I have with this game, gameplay wise at least. Yeah, I think that they need to either 5v5, 6v6, or just make the map smaller, like as a whole. The guns need to feel more effective and deadly because some of them eat through enemies like butter, like a hot knife through butter. And some of them are just garbage. Some of them do almost zero damage. It feels like it genuinely feels like some of them do zero damage, which really sucks whenever you're in a fight. I don't know. I haven't gotten mad at this game like I usually do with games. Like this genuinely feels like Apex Legends and Valorant and a whole bunch of other games just like this, except I actually want to play this. That's how I would uh, like express my feelings about this game overall. It feels like other games, except I want to play this. Like Apex Legends, I suck at it, first of all, and second of all, the hackers and literally everything about the game is just makes me so angry. But yeah, and then the last thing is some of the abilities just need a buff. I think kind of all of them need a buff because the abilities are unique and cool from a I don't know, from a perspective of lore building and just cool factor type of stuff, but none of them feel like anything other than a minor annoyance, to be completely honest. Una's little sprites barely throw the flashbangs. I have gotten a few kills with them, and her main one is really good at destroying buildings and walls, which is very helpful. But they don't do it often enough to even be noticed, to be completely honest, and they don't really deal that much damage. The Hawk girl, the chick with the falcon or whatever, yeah, I don't know. She's pretty cool, but yet again, it just doesn't feel that impactful. The ice dude, his ult is absolutely bonkers, but other than that, his wall isn't very impactful. The fire dude has one that is a moveset that is literally just to annoy people and move them to where you want them. The main dude, the John Highguard, right there on the poster, is honestly just he throws a Tesla coil at someone, like a spear version of it, and the lightning hits them. It doesn't deal that much damage. It genuinely feels like nothing but an annoyance. A lot of them just feel like just annoyances, and I don't know if that's what they were going for, if they wanted it to be actually useful stuff, but if they do, they need to up their damage and output maybe just a little bit. Because right now, you can spam all of it, but it doesn't really do anything. If that makes sense. Yeah, that's honestly it. That's everything they need to do to make this game better in every way. And I genuinely think that would fix all of the problems that everyone has with it. So here is my like final thoughts. I guess that was just a section for telling them what to do so that the game doesn't implode on itself. Here's my actual final thoughts. This game was screwed from the very beginning because of Jeff Keighley. I forgot his name for a second. Because of Jeff Keighley in the Game Awards. Too many eyes on a game that was never meant to have that many eyes on it. Too many promises that were never even attempted to be met before the Game Awards. And honestly, yeah, they got screwed over by it. If they would have just had a shadow drop, people, not as many people, never as many people would have tried the game, but their actual reviews would have been better. There wouldn't have been people genuinely pissed off about it because I really don't understand why. I know, taking up a slot in the Game Awards is like supposed to be a big thing and everything, especially whenever Jeff Keighley himself is saying it's the second coming of Christ. But to be completely honest, it didn't seem like that big of a deal to me. It seemed like he just found a game that he actually liked and he was trying to get it out there, which, I don't know, maybe that made people mad just because it was, I don't know, like him endorsing a game that it wasn't what they wanted, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, they were screwed over from the very beginning. And as far as I can tell, the people who try it out without the preconceived notion of this being the next Concord and everything are giving genuine feedback that actually needs to be listened to. They're giving low ratings, and it's for good reasons. I personally enjoyed this game a lot. I think this is one of the most fun, like FPS, not even hero shooter, whatever Apex Legends and stuff is, that type of shooter that I've ever played. This is one that I'm going to keep playing, and I really hope does well. But as of right now, I I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I mean, it's it's a good game. I have a lot of fun with it, but I know for a fact there's problems with it that need to be fixed before anyone else is going to be willing to say it's a good game. So yeah, like 7.5 out of 10. If they fix everything and make it better, especially on PC, then it'll probably go up to like a 8 or 9 out of 10. This will probably be my go-to whenever it comes to like online games to play with people. Yeah, I thought this game was really cool. I hope other people try it out and don't automatically assume it's going to be the next Concord, because it's not. It's not going to die, I don't think, anytime soon at least. It'll take at least a year before it dies, and then it'll take an extra year for the, corpse of the video game to rot and them to actually give up on it. But yeah, if everyone comes together and people who actually genuinely like it come together, this game will be fine for a long, long time. And I'm hoping it is.